gigantic boobs. I would imagine that 4 generations ago in the shtetl, all right, these women, not having any plastic surgery available to them, eating their weight in chicken fat every day. I would imagine that my relatives in the shtetl were carrying their bosoms around with them in wheelbarrows, or having mules carry them for them. So when I look at pictures of my family, my mother's side of the family, everybody is very short, and everybody is very well endowed. When I was 17 years old, my mother said to me, "You really should go to the prom." And I said, "Mom, I'm a gay kid. I'm one of 2 gay kids in the entire school. Why would I go to the prom?" And she said, "You should go to the prom because you will regret it if you don't go." So I said, "Okay, let's do this." And she said, "All right, we're going to go shopping for a dress." And she took me shopping for a prom dress. And I went and I saw a pattern I liked. It was specially ordered for me with my measurements. And when the dress came, I put it on and it fit in the bosoms perfectly. And the rest of it was a tent. Like it was made by Omar the tent maker. And I said to the woman, "Excuse me, why is this dress so large?" And she said, "Well, you're a size 14, your breasts are a size 22. I began to cry, and I turned to my mother, and my mother said, "I am so sorry, honey, you get this from my family." And I said, "Mom, I can't live like this." And she said, "No, you can't. Do you want a breast reduction?" And I said, "You bet your ass I want a breast reduction. Well, do you have to pay for it?" She said, "No, insurance will do it. You're short." So my mother takes me to Jefferson Hospital, and I'm scared out of my mind. I have this great surgeon, Dr. Fox. Jefferson Hospital is a university teaching hospital. And so the doctor I have is great. He's a professor, he's a doctor, he's the best in the business. And I'm sitting there waiting to go in. They're putting the IV, and my mother is sitting there holding my hand. Dr. Fox comes in and says, "You ready for this, Helen? You sure you? I'm just really nervous." He said, "That's fine. Tell you what, I hope you don't mind, but we need to just make a couple of marks. I have brought about 8 interns with me to take a look and just watch me as and I look at my mother, and my mother's like, so he immediately pulls back a curtain, and these 8 guys in their mid-20s are standing there with clipboards staring at me, and my mother looks at them, and she looks at me, and she goes, immediately Dr. Fox becomes like Sunday Night Football. He's like, "All right," he takes out a black magic. He starts drawing all over me. He's like, "All right, on the dotted line, cut here. See all this? Gone. All right, and we're gonna move this over here, and this is gonna go over here, and this is happening, and this. You got that?" And the interns are like, "Yeah." And my mom's like, so I go into the surgery, and I wake up, and I'm in a lot of pain, and I feel nauseated, and I'm terrible. And my mother's like, "I know, sweetie, I know, it's hard. I'm going to stay with you overnight while you're sitting here in the hospital. I'm going to help get the ice chips into your mouth." And I think she felt responsibility because they were her family's boobs from the shtetl. So I think there was a part of her that was like, "Honey, I'm going to be there with you. I want you to recover, and I want you to feel good, and I'm going to be there." So she stayed there with me overnight. And as I recovered, I had drains. It was very painful. It took about 2 months to fully recover. And when you get surgery done, eventually you will have some fabulous bazonka-zonks on your upper part, but it takes a while for them to expand. So when you first get out of surgery for the first couple of months, it's very tight. Everything's very well stitched up. And you're very small. And my mom said, "We're going to do something." And she took me to Macy's, and she took me to the intimates department, and she said, "We're going to try on some size A bras." And I said, "Mom, I'm not going to be a size A forever. This is only going to last about 2 or 3 months." And she said, "I know, but I want you to have that experience." And so we went, and I tried on bras, and they were a size A. And I said, "These feel great." And she was like, "Let's buy you some shirts." And we went, we bought some size small shirts. The only time I've ever worn small. And she said, "You feel happy, honey?" And I said, "Yeah, I feel happy." She said, "This isn't going to last, but I thought someone in the family should have this experience of wearing a small and a size A, because it's never going to happen again." Oh.